you're going to build a business, know it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2%er Show, the real time, real talk of the journey in business. And that's the thing that we were adamant about, is you need to create content, meaning it's not an infomercial. Let's just show you hitting, like just show people what you do. And he was just taking...
he would destroy that ball.
Yeah, he was destroying the ball, BP practice, and that itself was selling him. That's what a lot of people don't understand, is that the content of what you do. So going back to the paving guy, like if he had a profile page and then a business page and worked the way we're saying to work it through his warm market, through social media, eventually got to you. And if you knew already, oh man, my pavement, it is kind of getting older, right? And you saw his quality work on there by like video format. If you saw a video of him actually doing the work and you see how great it came out before and after, you may consider him. You might actually keep him in mind. That's the goal of what you're trying to do, is keep yourself in the mind of the people that are in your warm market and also in their warm market. And again, this is still with no money. This is still with no advertising. This is still with no sponsored ads. That's a whole other animal.
You're just posting up and giving content out to entertain, to connect, or to give info.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
That's all you're doing. And you're doing that multiple times over and over and over and over again, because you're just creating people to know who you are.
So how does this work out in the real world? Let me show you what happened with Johnny. For example, he started talking to some of the people after his church, when they get together for lunch or whatever. He started telling them, hey, by the way, I'm coaching baseball and I'm doing an academy. So one guy has 2 kids in that local town that he has playing baseball and travel ball and all that. He's like, really? Do you have a business card? He's like, no, but I'm on social media, I could send you something. And we connected them, right? When he got on there, he saw how the way he was hitting. He saw the content. He saw the way he was fielding and throwing, and he became a client. He was happy because as soon as, obviously as the expert, he taught the kids right. The kids next game were crushing the ball. He was ecstatic. He was talking great about him to other people. And then come to find out later, this guy was actually influential in the local little league of that town. And what he did was started telling the other coaches there, the people that run the little league, hey, there's this guy who used to play professional ball, this, Dominican baseball player that taught my sons how to hit. Maybe we should bring him in to teach all the kids in this one travel team or in this one, district. And then he got the referral that way to go in and now start coaching the entire district travel team.
Yeah, but that guy didn't give him Johnny's card, right?
No.
No, he didn't give Johnny's phone number.
No.
What do you think he did?
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth, which turned into, so now if I'm that person that says, you know what, maybe I'm going to look it up. If I would say, oh, well, how do I know what he does, or how do I talk to him? Oh, he's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Look this up. I'll share it with you.
Right.
That's what the person did. They didn't give him any card. They didn't give him a cell phone number. None of that stuff.
Yeah.
They used the word of mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The person say, hey, it works. My son's done it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And here, go on Facebook. He has his page here. I'll show you the page, or here, this and that. And they connected through the Facebook page.
Right.
That's the same thing. Driving around with a flyer, going door to door. That's the same thing, but now you're using social media the right way. And that was our approach with him. We're going to do this slowly, because you're building from nothing.
Right.
And we need people to know what you're doing, what you're doing, what you're doing, what you're doing.
Right.
And it started to work, correct?
Correct.
They started to know who Johnny was.
Clients.
In a small, not big, small.
Mm-hmm.
He started to get clients.
Right.
Which would be bringing him some money.
Right.
Correct?
Correct.
Now remember, the point of all this, to build an academy, not to build clients where he has to be out there every single day, because he specifically said he didn't want to do that.
Right.
Let me know what happens next in this story.
I think he just got addicted to the quick money.
Hell yeah.
That's
exactly what happened.
Because, he's thinking, all right, so this thing is working. These guys know what they're doing in marketing. I'm getting clients. I'm out there every single day. And then his vision changed from growing something bigger, a brand, an academy, to more, you know what? I'm actually pretty happy with the kind of money I'm making. And you know what? If you're that person out there, there's no problem with that. Like, if you're just looking to make $500 a month extra from the thing you love doing,
this is what we're talking about.
This is what you could do. Or if you're looking to make another $20,000, doing what you love on the side, still work a full-time job, which in his case he was, and still doing this on the side, that's fine. You know
This
what I
is
mean?
what we're actually talking about.
Yeah.
Is you can use this no-cost strategy
Right.
to do that, as long as you consistently know that the purpose of you doing this is to connect, to entertain, or give info.
Right.
And it will slowly drive
Generate
people to generate to
sales.
who you
Right.
are. The sales will come once they know that you're the first person to talk to when they have interest.
Right.
And now he started to create a buzz of what he did. And it was the high season of baseball.
Right.
So it was quick.
It was.
And he started making money. Now he would come out of work, right? And he would start training these students.
Right.
And making some money doing it. And that turned into a different approach at this point.
Yeah, because then, what happened is if he made the shift of, well, now I just want to do this and it's going to keep getting with more clients, but then he overlooked one thing, the content part. He wasn't creating more content.
Yep.
And because he wasn't creating more content, the people that already are connected to him don't really have much else to look at. So he's not on their minds, every week about baseball. So now the winter season comes along and there's no content to put out there. There's nothing to showcase. In essence, he was going to start from scratch. We were trying to warn him on that.
Correct. And unfortunately, he didn't follow the strategy that we wanted him to follow based on his goals.
Right.
So we got him to the point where he showed that this is how it works. You're starting to get some clientele. The clientele is a byproduct of us getting your name out there.
Right.
And we want to stay with that strategy.
Right.
Because you want to get bigger, because you don't want to be doing this every night after work, even though he loves it.
Yeah.
As soon as he got it with the money, they came in, he started getting some money. He said, well, good, we need to find some more clients. That's what he kept saying. We need to find some more clients.
Right.
So our answer was, okay, how do you find clients? Go back to the beginning.
Right.
You need to keep getting your word out there. We need to keep recording you, building everything, entertain these people and give them information. You said you know what you're doing, and you do. You're an expert in this. And he didn't want to give the information out there. He didn't want to entertain.
He was a little old school, He thinks that the information is not out there already, and we clearly pointed out like there's a million guys out there putting it out there.
Correct. He
showing the
immediately
mechanics, showing everything out there.
And we've seen this a lot of small businesses, especially that we talk to, and we mention, oh, hey, we have a marketing company. They immediately think that, okay, what do we have to pay some money to do some advertising out there so we can get some customers? And same thing that Johnny did. As soon as he got whiffed of the money that was coming in from clientele, and then he's like, okay, so let's put out some ads out there. But no, who are you going to put ads out there to?
See, it's more effective.
Market?
Right, and it's more effective. See, that's the next step after that. Like if you're gonna go that route of then putting some money down, into advertising, who are you advertising? Target market. It can't just be a blanket advertisement, which is kind of like what he wanted to do and got really not much out of it. You
Nothing.
know what I mean? Which in that case, then he came back to us figuring out how to do it again, and then at that point we were just like, yeah. We've been telling you it's not going to work this way. You need to do it the way we were showing you, because if you're just looking to keep growing your name out there, then that's all you got to keep doing.
Because don't we hear a lot, well, I don't have money, so how can I grow my business?
Yeah, for the bootstrapper out there, they're like, I have
telling
no
you.
money to put down, but so this is the formula, to do it. Again, if you're that person that just wants to make the extra money, this will work like a charm. Because if you keep in mind that your sales will come out of the back end, the sales will come out after you put in the time to put in the content, after you've spoken to people that know you in your warm market about it, and then after you've connected them to your pages, your Instagram, your Facebook, and they start to follow you, and you keep posting up content, not infomercials. But maybe you get a client and you ask them, hey, can I record you? For example, if you're a hairstylist, and by the way, this is something that my spouse does because she loves doing hair and makeup. She asks her clients, can I just take pictures of before and after? And they're like, sure. And if they say no, then no problem. But then she uses that content, posts it up on social media, Instagram, Facebook, tags them, you name it. And then all she's trying to do is generate a buzz through that person's warm market.
Correct.
No sale, no. Call me if you need this. No, it was more like, hey, this is how she looked. I love doing her hair. And it was a social type of post.
Correct. Now, the person she did the hair for, she's posting on her social media how good her hair looks.
That's right.
Because she's socially just showing people what she's done.
That's it.
Take a picture of your dog, picture of your kids, picture of your family. They're just socially doing it, but that's bringing attention to you through that way. Jay, what it sounds like you're doing is, it sounds like you're trying to build a brand. No, we're trying to build your name.
Right.
Building a brand is totally different.
Totally different animal.
But it starts out the same.
Right.
We're trying to build your name out there consistently, people knowing your name, commercial, but not down your throat.
Not like the approach of TV and radio. That's the difference.
Just like we said.
Yeah, because people, again, that's not what this is.
They're going to skip it.
TV, radio was a one-way street. They gave you that information, the audio, the visual. You couldn't engage with it. Social media, people won't engage. The people that work it right are creating content for you to engage. He started getting, in the beginning, when he was putting out content, people asking him questions.
Correct.
I told him, answer them and answer them correctly, and they will refer you. They will connect with you more. More people will be attracted to you because you're doing that. Again, he was a little old school. He was a little hesitant because he didn't want to give out his baseball secrets. Although, again, I explained to him,
but that's
we're
what they
in
want.
the information age. The secrets are out there. What you want to do is be the go-to baseball guru of your local town, then of the local county, then of the state, and on and on and on as you keep growing this academy. But because, the money was coming in from just the local town, he lost focus of all these other strategies you were telling him to continuously do, and then wonders why in the offseason it all dried up.
And I understand, I get it. If I'm putting myself in the position as the business owner, I'm thinking, I get it. I know you're doing this business because you want either as a hobby, right, as a hobby, or you're doing it because you want to generate some money. Let's just look at it in that simple format. You're doing it as a hobby, or you want to generate money as a business. You're not leaving your job. You're not trying to make it your thing yet.
Yeah, you're not taking over the world.
You're not taking over the world yet. But let's say the person who has it as a hobby, they do it naturally. They post up the craft that they make, the hair that they do, right? Because that's just a thing that they like to do. That's their hobby.
Right.
But to take that and take a hobby and start to make some kind of income, it's the same exact thing you have to do.
Right.
The problem is, the second you tell yourself, I want to make some money doing people's hair. I love doing it. I love helping friends and family when they need it. I want to make money from this. A mental shift in your brain takes place when your brain's like, okay, it's a business now. I want to make it a business. You immediately think, this thing has to make money. That's the kiss of death.
So you switch from marketing to sales.
Immediately, because you
right.
told yourself, I want to make this a business.
It becomes more transactional up front.
Exactly.
Than what it was
when
before.
That's not how it's supposed to be.
Right.
Taking it from a hobby and you being more serious about it, and now you have to create it to where it can be something that can create income. Right. Doesn't mean that, I want to make it a business now, let me create income now. No, you take the hobby and you get serious about it.
Right.
Because the hobby person posts it up on their social media, makes it funny, talks about how they did this, how they did that, and could care less what happens with it. They're just socially sharing what they're into.
Until that one person comments how much you charge, then they have that mind shift.
Wait, hold a minute. Someone wants to pay for this? They're like, I want to start a business out of it. Yeah. Next thing they do is they make a Facebook page. I do this. I charge this for this. I charge that for that.
Forget it. Yeah.
Stop.
You're right.
No one's going to care. I'm not going to want to join your page.
Right.
Because number one, I don't want to get sold. If I just go to your page and every time you tell me I do this, I do that, I charge this, I charge that, I don't care.
Right.
Entertain me into giving me the information.
Correct.
But do it socially.
Right. If you do it socially, you're going to get sales.
But it's a slower process.
It is a slower process. That's the problem I think that most people face, is that they want it quick.
No.
Everybody wants to have a quick fix, or it's not going to work that way. You're going to burn through, from experience, right? We did this through financial services even. From experience, you burn through warm market, people that know you know them, and they don't want to hear the next thing that comes out of your mouth.
No,
every
you
time
destroyed
they see
it
because they're assuming that all you're trying to do is sell them something, or that you see them as just like a quick buck.
And that's the end result of this.
Right.
If you take this talk about having a Facebook page and being a small business person and wanting to take your hobby and make it some money on the side, you take that and you run into the ground by trying to sell these people on social media, on Facebook, and start blasting out, my service is this, my service is this, I do this, I can do this for you, I charge in whatever.
You'll be no different than the gentleman that rolled up to your house today who you didn't know and just gave you a flyer about
Correct.
what he does.
You'll be no different than the commercial. I pay to YouTube monthly so I don't see you.
Right.
I literally will pay money out of my pocket so I don't see you market to me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
But at the same time,
YouTube Premium.
When I go on my social media account and I see people having their normal life and I see them doing this, that's pretty cool. Because let's say if my son wants to play baseball one day.
That's right.
The first thing I think of Vino.
Right.
But why? Because he's so great? No, because I remember because of all this that happened, because of all this stuff that I went, because I could see him on your Facebook feed.
Right.
When he comes out, and I probably won't see him anymore because he just keeps not posting anything.
Right.
But.
Well, I've seen his posts now, but his posts are no longer content driven when it comes to video and image. It's more like all text, all wording, saying how great he is, his experience, what he's done, and why they should go with him. He switched from content and marketing to transactional and just quick sale. And it's just going to be a matter of time where he realizes he's not getting what he thought he was going to get, and it's going to stagnate. It's not going to keep growing.
No, it's not. Maybe grow that. You got to shell out some money and pay for Google Ads.
Yeah, and then at that point, yeah, sure, you're bringing new clients, but this is where the traditional case comes in. That is, it's more expensive to get a new client than it is to get, to sustain an older client. By giving good content to the network and the people that are already your clients, you will get more referrals and better clients, as opposed to putting the money down for Google Ads. Will Google Ads or on sponsored ads on social media work? Sure, but it's going to cost you so much more, and if you have no money,
you're done
up front. You're done.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the point. We titled this Social Media, specifically Facebook, with no money.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking to do something with no money, stop thinking of ways that only work when you have money.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way when you don't have money. How do you start it? Is it slower? Yes. Is it effective? Hell yes. It works every single time.
Right.
If you think and you're the top thought in someone's mind in whatever specific area that you're in, it's going to work. It's going to be you're the referral person to go back to every single time, in when their time is ready.
Correct.
Not when you're ready.
That's right.
So you better have a lot of people remembering what you do because you entertained them,
right?
Because you were social with them,
mm-hmm.
right? And because you gave them some kind of info. Nowhere in those three things says sales. I'll give you one last example. Even Instagram, when you have a sponsor come up, right? They're selling you right there. Well, how do they do it? It's always a video that's very entertaining,
mm-hmm.
and it's explaining what they do in an entertaining factor that keeps you to watch it to the end. So you remember it. I don't buy it. You know what I do? I bookmark it. I bookmark it.
Right.
Because I know I don't really need that right now, but I could see myself using that service in the future. And I really got entertained by this video, and it was so clear that it made sense.
Right.
So now when I come across, wait a minute, I need this. Oh, it's in my bookmarks.
Mm-hmm.
Done. They did their job.
Right.
But in that scenario, they had to pay money to do that. Guess what? You're brand new. You're not coming out with a commercial that's going to entertain me and come up with something so flashy and so, no. But if you're real and you're out there hitting a ball like an animal, and I see that, I'm like, oh man, who is this guy? This guy's crushing that ball.
Right.
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
They don't need money. You don't need money. You can do this. You don't need a lot of money. You need a lot of grit. You need to understand not selling up front. And you have to create your business, yes, but don't expect that thing to give you money ASAP.
Right.
Because it will never grow big enough.
What would you say is the time frame of something like that, maybe when they get the first sale, like 30, 60, 90 days after they started that process?
I would say 90 days.
90 days, right?
Usually 90-day cycles.
Yeah.
Anywhere in my experience, whether it's in finance and multi-level marketing, having marketing clients, 90 days.
Yeah.
Something happens in 90-day cycles. Everything's a 90-day cycle.
Sure.
And he hit that 90-day cycle.
Sure.
And then the next 90 days,
yeah,
because he got too high off the first 90 days.
He got addicted to the quick money.
It was quick, all right. It was quick to come out and quick to stop.
Yeah.
So we're talking about it is if you want not a big business, you have your job, you have your career, whatever you're doing, but you want to somehow consistently bring in some income, 100, 500, 200, 1,000 maybe every month, then you're creating something over time that people will recognize you. You're plumbing a customer every month, one or two on the weekends, and you do a plumbing work, and there you go. There's your $300-400.
Right.
You're not, the biggest plumbing company in the world, but that $300-400 brings you back to your family and yourself. That's what we're talking about.
Right.
And you could do this stuff free just by consistently doing this and taking your hobby to another level, but just by being serious about the posting, the content that you keep bringing out. The same three things. Social media is used to be social. That's why they call it social media. One, you be social. You just interact. You just talk. You make friends you have commonalities with.
Mm-hmm.
Two, you entertain. Go there to get entertained, or you're posting content to entertain them in whatever you do. And the last one is info. You searching for info, how-to videos, YouTube videos, this, that, whatever to get it. But now in your scenario where you're giving information, not sales pitches. You focus on those three things, it's going to work. And then you could take it as big or keep it as small as you like. We just want you to get there. That extra $300 a month, $500 a month for you and the stuff that you already like to do, that's what we're talking about. That's where we exist. Then guess what you become? A 2%er.
That's right.
you become a 2%er marketer, baby.
You get to do what you love.
And you make some money out of it, right? But at least you're doing what you love. Even if that month you didn't make any money, but you posted videos of you unclogging a toilet like a man, right? Or like a woman, whatever, and doing it the right way. And it's a funny video of you doing it and you entertain 100 people. Great, because they'll remember you. They'll remember you. You got it, guys. Go for it. Remember, focus. Don't sell up front. Entertain them, give them information, be social with them. They will follow. They will come. See you later, guys.